Hi, it's Sam, and I finally decided what I'm gonna read this month. I've come up with a list of 8 books, and that list will change. I won't read all of them. I will read some others that I randomly find or I buy, but this is the list that we're gonna start off with. This is the baseline, and we'll see how it goes. We also have a new guest today. This is Bogey. Bogey is my favorite stuffed animal and he sleeps with me every night. He hasn't been in previous videos because he's camera shy, but he's decided to join the show. First and foremost, I need to finish this book, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I'm feeling good about this book. I'm like 100 pages in and I'm pretty impressed so far. So my first task this month is to finish this. The second book on my October TBR is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. I don't usually like to read 2 books in a series in the same month because I don't really like my entire month to be taken up by the same series. I like a little variety. So this is not normal of me to do, but I've heard this is really good and I just bought it, so I'm really excited, and it's nice and new and hardcover. So it's on there. The third book I wanted to read this month to break up my YA fantasy kick is Landline by Rowell. I've read pretty much all of her books except for this and Carry On, and it was between those two for this month, but I want to reread Fangirl before I read Carry On just to refresh myself. So we're gonna go with this. I know it's about a couple who's having marital troubles and they find a phone that brings them back in time to when they were first in a relationship, and I don't really know much else about what happens in the book, but I know it's by Rowell and I know that I love everything she writes, so it's probably going to be a good time. The next book that I'm going to try and read in the month of October is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I've had this book for a while, I've wanted to read it for a while, and I'm going to make it happen this month. This book is about a boy who wakes up in a virtual utopia world and pretty much has to compete to solve these different puzzles in order to win a prize of some sort. I'm not sure what the prize is. This is just the information I'm getting off the back. Like 50 people I know have recommended this book to me, and they're all people that I trust, so I know it's gonna be a good one. Next up, I am going to read one book from this. This book is the entire Giver Quartet in one book, and I just read The Giver over the summer, and I wanted to read one of the other 3. I bought this just because it's beautiful. It comes with a little bookmark. The second one in here, I believe, is Gathering Blue, and again, I'm not really sure what it's about. I believe it takes place in the same dystopian world that The Giver takes place in, but it's just from a perspective of a different character. So I think I will like it just as much as I loved The Giver, which I loved. They're all pretty short and they're all pretty quick reads, so I think I will definitely be able to get this one done. Next on my list is another newer book that I bought, and that is The Serpent King by Jeff Zentner. I can never make both ends happen, so that's what you get. This book I discussed in my fall book haul, and it's pretty much about a few friends who live in the Texas Bible Belt, and basically the main character's father is a pastor, and it says that he forces him to play with rattlesnakes. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with this book, and I'm not sure if that's metaphorical or that's really going to happen in the book, but either way, I'm in. The next book that I want to read this October is The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle by Haruki Murakami. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right either, but I'm trying. This book, I'm not too sure if I'm even really interested in the plot. It says it's about a man who begins searching for his wife's cat and then ends up searching for his wife as well. So I'm guessing it's going to be a mystery type book, which I'm usually not too fond of, so We'll see how I like it. And I pretty much bought it because everywhere I've looked it's gotten great ratings, and I've really been wanting to try and read something by this author, and I just picked this one because I'm not sure if you can see, but it's like clouds of colorful dust on the cover. And I know this isn't even the original cover, but this was just so beautiful that I bought it, and now I'm gonna read it. The final book on my TBR is a book that I just recently bought in my fall book haul, and that is The Novice by Taran Matharu. I never will get a name correct, ever. And as I talked about in my fall haul video, I bought this book because the premise sounded interesting. It's about a boy who learns that he can summon demons, and then he has to go to this school to train with all these other people. And I also just saw this little dragon on the cover, and that hooked me in. This book has fairly good ratings, but I also purchased the sequel, which just recently came out, which has really good ratings. So I'm hoping this is a good start to the series, but if not, I'm excited for the second one anyway. So that is it for my October TBR. I will definitely be posting reviews for some of the books I just named, and I will also hopefully be putting up some tag videos pretty soon. Feel free to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it if you did. I would love to read your comments down below on any of the books I've listed or any of the books that are on your own October TBRs. And I think that's all for today. Until next time.